Buongiorno everyone and welcome back to Lineup Predictions. Welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV. Sorry I didn't make it last week. I was going to say last week. Last week was the international ball break. It was the week before. I think it was the Southampton game. Just started a new job, being mad busy, just trying to make that money for Christmas and that. I had to make sure that I got this one done this week. Who knows what's going to happen in the next few weeks. I'm going to try and make sure that I make time to get these videos done for you lot. So yeah, here I am. And the last 2 weeks, I set like targets, which you lot have absolutely been smashing. I set 75 for the first one. I think we've got over 130. Second one I set 100, and I think we're on over 150 now. So this one I'm just going to set 125. That's the like target for this week. Let's try and get over 150 again though. Thank you very much, and make sure to subscribe while you're here. Likes, subscriptions, shares, all of that, much appreciated. Chelsea, the visitors to St James's Park tomorrow night. They've been in great form lately since Ziyech has came into the team. As long as everyone remains injury-free, Chelsea's got a great team. Frank's done a great job of recruiting who they've got there. But there are going to be some out. Chilwell, who was one of the big signings in the summer, just missed out on the international break playing for England. Back spasms, I think it was, but he's expected to be okay. Back spasms isn't a massive injury concern. He is expected to play, although it would be typical that he'd be out because we all know Marcus Alonso, ex-Mackham, loves playing against the two and always got a goal in him. It would be typical that they'd leave out their new 50 million left back and play Mackham Alonso and he'd pop up and score the winner. But I'm actually hoping that Chilwell plays, to be honest. Like, I'm a big fan of Chilwell, but I just don't want to see Alonso. Fuck that guy. Kai Havertz, another big signing, and Christian Pulisic, one of the two big signings. They are both out, or expected to be out at least anyway. And it's rumoured that Thiago Silva might be rested as well. They've got a big Champions League game coming up during the week against Rennes, the French team. And yeah, Thiago Silva is expected to be rested for that. So without Havertz, Pulisic, Thiago Silva, potentially Chilwell, could bode very well for us. But what's Brucey said this morning on our terms? Ryan Fraser, still not available. Got a hamstring injury just before the international break. Obviously missed out with Scotland. It was 50-50, but Brucey says this morning that he won't make it. He's not ready. They're not going to throw him in. So that's a bit of a blow for us. Callum Wilson, at the same time though, both picked up hamstring injuries. But he is likely to play, I'm going to say. Bruce says that he's trained the last few days and he's very comfortable. And he wants to play. He also says that if there's any risk whatsoever, he won't play, which is the right thing to do, but I don't believe you, Brucey. How many times has he played people that are semi-fit? I mean, just throw them in anyway, especially the better players. Anyone who's a starting 11 player, like Saint-maximin, we've seen it time and time again. Callum Wilson is certainly a starting 11 player. Wilson himself has declared himself fit, so he's dying to play. And I expect him to play, to be honest. I think he'll be in the starting lineup. But we'll get to that. John Joe Shelvey and Matt Ritchie are back in training this week. They've been back for the last few days, but it's too early for them. Expected. They're not fully ruled out, but I don't think anyone expects them to be in the lineup yet. It is too early, so it'd be great to have them back for next week too. Great players for us. So it's good to see them back in training. As well as Paul Dummett. He was supposedly meant to have had an injury setback. He was meant to have done his hamstring in training this week on the road back from injury. It was meant to be a fresh setback, but Brucey's dismissed that. Says he's been in training. It's obviously still too early for him to get any game time, but as long as there's progression there, it's good news on Paul Dummett. And the usual suspects, Martin Dubravka and Dwight Gale, are still nowhere nigh. So we'll get into my lineup prediction there, then I'll show you what I've got. And obviously Carl Darlow in goal, with Dubravka still being out. At the back, and obviously because it's Chelsea, well, it doesn't even need to be Chelsea. I was going to say because it's one of the top sides in the league. It doesn't even need to be one of the top sides in the league. We're going to go 5 at the back. Guaranteed. I can't really stand Brucey's formation. I hope he changes it up a little bit, but 5 at the back. Against Chelsea may be a good idea with Werner, Abraham, Mount, whoever's going to play. That's still a dangerous team, so 5 at the back may be a good idea. Right wing back, it'll be Jacob Murphy. He's been great in his last couple of appearances, to be fair. Defensively, a little bit suspect, as you would imagine, but he's probably been man of the match in 2 out of the 3 games he's played, so yeah, it's understandable that Murphy probably will be playing there. In the middle, well, the rest of it pretty much picks itself. If we're playing 5 at the back and these guys are fit, Shaw, Lascelles and Fernandez, guaranteed they'll be going in there with Jamal Lewis, left wing back. Kieran Clark's maybe still not fully fit. Obviously, we've talked about Paul Dummett. They're the only centre-backs we've really got, Shaw, Lascelles and Fernandez, so yeah, they're going in there, and we've got no other left back, so that back pretty much picks itself. With Murphy in good form, the rest of it standard. The midfield there then, and not that I want to do this, but because he's usually Brucey's first name on the team sheet, Jeff Hendrick, get yourself in there, son. Might as well. Shelvey's still not fit, and I see a midfield 3. So I'm going to partner Jeff Hendrick in the middle of the field with Isaac Hayden, who's fit now. He's just come back off an injury. It's great to have him back. We need someone solid like Isaac Hayden in the middle of the field. Like, this will be a tough game against Chelsea. Obviously, he got the winner at St James's Park last season, but scoring goals isn't what he's usually good at. But yeah, we need to see Isaac Hayden in here trying to boss that midfield, get some tackles in there and win possession, because we all know that's not what we're very good at here. And the other one, Sean Longstaff, he's just come back into the team. I see that midfield 3 working pretty well, but it is makeshift, and I'll go on to why I'm having a midfield 3 shortly when I get through to the substitutes. Up front, Alan Saint-Maximin, who I can't stand playing up front. Maybe he's a number 10, just off of Wilson. Yeah, okay, that's maybe alright. In this formation, there's not really anywhere else we could put him unless we do like a 4-4-2 like we did at the start of the season, with Hendrick on the right and Maxi on the left. Maybe, but we haven't really got the numbers fit and eligible, I think, at the minute to play that formation, which is why we're going with this one. Obviously, Wilson up top, for him to be isolated from him and not get a sniff. It's great to have him back. Welcome back, Callum Wilson. I can't wait for you to touch the ball 3 times and have no shots on target. That'll be great, thank you. And I'll go into the bench. This is why I'm choosing the formation that I've gone with. Show you that. We've got Gillespie, Manquillo and Clark. Emil Kraft's been excluded for the last few games. I don't know where he's been. Clark's been the substitute for the last couple of games. Matty Longstaff on the bench as central midfield cover, with Sean Longstaff, Hendrick and Hayden starting, and John Joe Shelvey still being injured. And Almiron on the bench. I'm dropping Almiron to the bench. Nothing to do with his agent, none of that shit. But if you remember on the last international break, I think he was benched. He was either benched or omitted completely from the squad. I can't remember which one it was, but it's because like he's flying a far away. Like he was meant to come home a few days before, but he just came back last night. Like, it's a long way to go. Jet lag will kick in. That's why he missed the last one. He should have came back. I think it was maybe Tuesday or something. Get himself rested, get readjusted to the time zone. But yeah, I'll say Almiron dropping to the bench, and the little spat between Brucey and his agent probably hasn't really helped matters either. Obviously, Ryan Fraser's not there, so we'll be going with Joey and Carroll as the striking option. Joey maybe out wide, could be an option there, I'm not too sure. So that's my prediction there then, guys. Let me know what you think. What would you go with? What formation would you go with? Would you be starting Almiron even though you'd probably be shattered? Let me know in the comments below. Put yours in there. Score prediction as well. Check out the match preview that me and Matty did with Louis Beneventi, Chelsea fan. Lots of pessimism. If pessimism's your thing, go and check that out. I think we predicted possibly 1-1 at best, because we're a proper bogey team for Chelsea, particularly at St James's. So as bad as it looks on paper, I can see an absolute stuffing. 3-1, maybe 4-0, something like a bad scoreline, I think. But yeah, so we are a bogey team, so we just got to take it how it is. Like, try not to write ourselves off too quickly. If we're set up right, get the right people in, just defend well, keep the likes of Werner quiet. Could be okay. If we get beat by 1 goal or 1-0, 2-1, something like that, might not be the worst result in the world, because a peppering could be incoming. But enjoy the game, guys. Thank you very much, and enjoy yourself.